9, 5, 0.
Welcome to the 950 Lounge Show, hosted by Kevin KP Pryor, the LeBron James of the radio game, the amazing Steph Pearl, the extremely hilarious Rodeo, Mike the moderator, and of course, Backstage Ed. You are listening to the best team in radio. And now I present the 950 Lounge.
We're back in the Right Now from the Lounge, still joined by the best team in radio, and we have a special guest. It's a young lady who comes from royalty, second generation in the music game. She's creating her own lane, and it's all about her right now on the best team in radio's couch. Welcome, the lovely, super talented Miss Vina Love. What's going on?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. That was a fire intro. I love that.
This is what I do.
Yeah, he's just a
Thank you.
hype man.
Yeah,
He's a hype man. He owes his daddy some money, all right? That's just hyping it
Say
up.
that.
I'm collecting, Dad. I'm collecting. I got you, Dad. Thank you very much.
Party back in like 98.
It's a lot of
Complete
interest,
compound
baby. It's a lot of interest.
So thanks so much for coming, Vina. I appreciate it.
Thank
Big
you for
shout out to
having
O
me.
for making it happen. You're doing so much as an artist, and really, I think again, what I'm proud of what you're doing. You're matching your own lane. It's like, yeah, you know, my father's my father, but Vina's Vina. Talk about what's going on now. What's currently happening, 2024 style.
I'm doing so much right now. And it's almost like it's like I expected it, but the way that it's going, when you planting your seeds,
Right.
you don't really know what is going to sprout.
Right.
And I feel like right now that's what I'm in. Like things are just happening and I'm having so much fun. I'm not being so strategic as I've been throughout my career. And yeah, I'm having a ball. It seems to be working right now. Everybody else seems to be having fun with me. So I'm enjoying it. I'm dropping my singles, preparing to drop my tape, also preparing for my album next year. So I'm just
So
busy.
would you say that before, you know, was it a struggle? Was it just, you know, from a standpoint trying to say I belong and
Yeah.
I'm not just, you know, the daughter of a legend? I mean,
Absolutely.
so now you're kind of in your own zen. Like
Yeah.
I can be me. I put out what I want to put out. I'm not a baby. I'm a grown woman.
Exactly. That's
Well,
exactly what I feel.
The one thing I want to know, how hard is it to follow behind your father?
I'm so my father's daughter that I don't even think I have that mindset because he's not like I've never seen that before. Like pick something and follow it. Like I never was raised to be like that. So even when my dad is like, all right, you Kid Capri, you DJ. Like I'm not a DJ. Like please. So it was like, you know, like I always looked at it as two
Right.
different things. But I definitely always took heed that we are in the same industry and you do know things that I probably have never even seen before.
course.
So the advice I take, but I do know, like, I do understand that my journey is my journey as his was his. So I think we definitely agree with each other in that sense. And
You gotta
it
make your
works.
own mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah.
basically.
Explain to us a little bit about your upbringing, right? Because, you know, I'm sure a lot of us are a little curious.
So I was raised in Harlem. I went to school in Harlem. My parents separated at a certain point in life. And when they separated, me being in Harlem, you end up becoming almost like a product of your environment in a sense. But my mom and my grandmother kept me so heavy into dance school. So I was always dancing. I always had shows. I was always on stage. So I fell in love with entertainment before I even understood what talent was in a sense. And then with my dad being on tour and things like that, I didn't even understand what that was. Like I just remember seeing him and there's this tour bus and there's all these guys and it's like, Uncle this, Uncle this, Uncle this. Then you get older and it's like, girl, that was LL Cool J. Girl, that was Jay-Z. Girl, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I wasn't, yeah, like, you feel me? I didn't
this
process
child
all
off
these
this
things
bus, man.
until I got older. So I got the best of both worlds.
Right.
Like, I went to public school, but I also understood what it meant to be a celebrity kid. But my parents made sure I was a normal
First
person.
of all, before we go any further, let the people know who your dad is.
My father is the greatest of all time, DJ Kid Capri.
Kid Capri.
I was going to do your tag, but I feel like only you could do that, so I'm going to just leave that to you.
Made a lot of money in college selling Kid Capri tapes, so thank you for that. So going back again, going back to, as Steph mentioned, your youth days, doing the dance class and stuff like that. Was it a situation where you felt pressure, or maybe you was just so young that you didn't even really know was?
Yeah, no. I didn't grow up thinking about it like, oh, I'm a celebrity's kid. I just knew, like, all right, I love to dance. My only competition is in these rooms. So I really take a lot of pride in my parents for that, for not like putting that pressure on me.
Right.
I didn't even realize what was going on
Right.
till I got to a certain age and certain people started saying certain things. Now I'm on Google like, wait, what you mean? Like, my dad is a what? Like, what are you talking about right now? You start to understand what's going on. And I think being a adult now, being a grown woman now, it kept me really, really grounded. And I'm grateful that I still grew up in Harlem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm grateful I could say I'm the Harlem princess
Core
because
roots.
you know, I'm actually rooted in that, but then I'm also deeply rooted in the music. I'm really deeply rooted into the business because of what my parents instilled in me.
You grew up as a regular, ordinary kid. You
Exactly.
wasn't on a plateau and thought you was better than anybody. And that's why now that you're a woman, you now can see for yourself how your upbringing is, but how everything is around you. Some people that born up as celebrity kids, they can't find their way where they get to adults because they constantly think they supposed to be as a child. What's that word? You gotta be catered or something like that.
If you
They
say
become
so,
entitled.
Well, yeah,
Things
catered,
like that,
entitled.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I guess you know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
You have your own
And
language.
I think also too, like, is like my parents, not even to like be throwing this in the camera, but I feel like my parents separating kind of like,
It was your fault.
nah, I think I was the glue for real.
I didn't do
I think I was the glue. But I think them separating kind of like set up the storyline for my life in a sense.
Oh,
like it kept me in Harlem and I was around my cousins. I was the only girl. I'm the only girl of 10 boys for real. So when I was being spoiled, it was for my cousins and my, like, you know? So it was like, at the time you think it's a sad thing and then you become a woman and it's like, oh nah, I understand. Like, and now I'm making songs about it. So
No doubt.
it's
no doubt.
a beautiful
Now you use it as a
situation.
muse. So when, again, we're talking to artist extraordinaire Vina Love, when was the epiphany that you realized it's something you can do? Because obviously when you're young and you're dancing, like it's something you do for fun and you enjoy it and it's a hobby. When did you kind of realize that entertainment can be your gateway as a profession? Was it
I
ever
feel
a
like-
moment or something that you could sit back and say, I remember that was that was
It was a lot of aha moments that I wasn't even like. I remember I was 7. It was my birthday. My dad took me to Radio City. He was like on stage DJ, and I just ran on stage and performed. And I remember that feeling like till this day. And then I remember when I finished high school, and I didn't go straight to college. And my mom was like, "Girl, you got a year.
Right.
Like, you gotta
Clock ticking.
figure it out. You got a year to do what you got to do."
Yep.
And I think that was the first time in my life that I felt the pressure. And then that was the first time in my life it decked me like, all right, this is what you're doing.
Right.
I was going to school for law at the time, and then that stopped. And then I put out a song and it went viral. And I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
I hear you, God. All right, cool. And I just went from there. So I think that moment that was when it tied together. Like when it went viral, it was like I felt like I had all the tools already.
Right.
I knew what I needed to do and how I needed to be. I was just waiting for that moment, and that was the moment.
Right.
So
And
now
that was
you
like
said that you
2015.
was into dance. What type of dance was you into?
I'm a classically trained ballet dancer, jazz, tap, African. Like I did everything. Horton.
You was doing the rerun, you know what that is?
The rerun. You talking about like throwback dance? Yeah, I could do all that. Yeah, I'm on point.
I'm showing my age.
Yeah, like I'm on point. I know what's going on.
I'm glad because anytime when black people say I'm a dance, they always say, "What pole was that?" You know, I'm
That was a good one. That was
hey,
funny.
Listen, I'm older.
That was a good one.
I carry mine with me.
That was a good one. That was a good
That's
one.
what they, but
Yeah, but I'm flexible with my dancing.
Yeah.
With the acting, with the singing. I'm willing to work with other songwriters. Whatever it is, whatever creative space we're in, anything to make it better,
Right.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't care about your ego. I don't care about none of that, who you know. Let's just make it work. And that's what I did my whole life. I learned this skill, made that work, went to the next one.
Right.
And that's what I want to continue to do. And I want the people around me to do that too.
No doubt. You mentioned the acting piece. You're really now creating a full lane for yourself in music, dance, acting, the full gamut. Is it something that you prefer more, or do you just look at it for what it is in 2024, that this is all entertainment and whatever kind of kicks in?
It's all entertainment.
Yeah.
Because the reality of it is, although we try to do our best to be as transparent with our supporters and things like that, this is still an entertainment business. So that is my job all day, whether I'm singing or acting or even just having a conversation.
Right.
I have to keep you engaged in this conversation. I have to make you walk away from this conversation like, oh, I like
gotta
that
do
girl.
that for you too. So
Like, I like that.
We in this together.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely look at it as a full entertainment experience, and I enjoy every aspect of it. I love to sing, I love to dance, and I love to act. Whichever one I got to be in that moment, we gonna turn it on.
So next up is the book, huh?
You know, I was gonna.
He just putting
Next up is the book.
in your head.
I was gonna wait on that. You know, I feel like
Now, a
some
book?
more stuff might need to
Tampa said
happen.
go to stockholders.
Definitely need a book though, for sure, for sure. Got a lot to talk about.
Moderator, jump in. Okay, moderator doesn't want to jump in. So I want to talk about the Vina Love sound, because obviously, again, when you talk about just your origins, it's hip hop, but again, your father being a DJ probably opened up to all type of music, sample and stuff like that. When you sit down and you go in your think tank, and I don't know how you do it, but when you come out with your projects, what is it like? Is it a situation where you're so disciplined where you could say, 3:15, it's time to write for 45 minutes? Or is it a situation where, like, you're driving here today and you know what, you see something, or Oren does something stupid, and you go like, you know what, that's a song.
Literally that.
Okay.
Like everything. Well, all right.
Or
My
you do
fault.
nothing
I'm a person that
stupid,
thinks
or-
before I speak,
That's
so
okay.
I want to
Take
give you a
your
proper
time,
answer.
baby, good.
So I would say both.
Okay.
Because I am very strategic, but I'm also a free flowing person too. So sometimes I'll just be in the studio and I'll think of something, or I'll be mad at something prior to get in there, or whatever, and I'll come up with some words there. But then there's other times I'm home and I'm just writing.
Right.
Like it's 5 a.m. I hear my mom waking up and I'm just like on go. So it definitely varies on the mood and what's being spoken about. But this is my first project I've ever released in my entire career. So I'm realizing that my process changes on an everyday basis. I'm in the studio every single day, but every day
So you're
I'm
kind of a
seeing,
gym rat. Like,
you know,
like, I got you. I love that.
I just said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, how's your studio process? I said, think of me like a gym rat.
Yeah.
Like I almost feel, not even almost, I feel uncomfortable when I don't spend at least a couple hours in there.
Right.
And a couple hours always turns into 7, and I'm coming to the house at 7 a.m. And now I'm here with you guys. So
So now the thing is, like, when you listen, like when you're in the studio, or you're looking not to write a song or get music for the song, do you prefer original composing original music, or do you prefer sampling?
I think it depends on the vibe, because I've gotten in the habit of, I have my now own production team, thankfully, and that has taken so much weight. If you're an artist, get yourself a production team. It takes a lot of weight off your shoulders.
You heard it from the start first.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So we've gotten in the habit of making things from scratch. So we could take it wherever we want to go. Like, give me some chords, or you give me some drums, and then from there, I'm going to either start singing something, and I'll be like, all right, this remind me, let's go get that sample. Or we'll hear a song that we didn't hear mad long, or just feel like, damn, nobody ever sampled this, is fire. Let's mess with it. So it really depends.
Yeah, because I think to me, the more of the original music, it's easier to get out faster than it is to do samples, because of the clearance you have to go through,
Yeah.
and sometimes the payments are outrageous.
Yeah, very true.
Let me pose this question.
Moderators enter the building.
Right. I honestly think I've been dying to ask you this question forever. And the question would be, knowing that you are trained professionally, jazz, tap, African, all those dance styles, all those dance genres come with their own genre of music. So therefore, your music taste by default is automatically eclectic, right? And it automatically oozes of being cultured, which is why you move a little bit different than others, but I just don't think others are learned enough to catch how refined your movements are. That's my assessment, just as a observer, right? With that being said, how does that culturing play a part in your music? And if it does, which I believe it almost by default has to, how much of a sense of pride is that for you?
First of all, yes. I need that clip. Like, when I edit this, I need that clip. That was crazy.
We got you covered.
That was insane. Yeah, like that was crazy.
That's James Earl Jones.
That was crazy. I'd love that.
It's the voice of God when it comes to
That was crazy. So yes, it definitely plays the biggest part in my. So like people ask me all the time, like, what's your lane? And I always say I don't have one because I'm doing everything because that's what my brain is telling me to do. I'm not sitting back like, all right, I'm Vina Love, I'm an R&B singer, and we're only gonna make this type of. I can't breathe. I wouldn't be able to live like that.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I'm about to make a tape, an all girls tape with a bunch of female artists. There's a record with Jeezy and Wepa on it, and we're sampling a Selena record. Those are two Spanish artists. We're tapping into the, like, you know, when you know those things, you can do those things. So it's like, that's what dance did for me. Like, it put me in a perspective where I understood what it meant to listen to classical music, but then listen to sounds of Brazil, like actual sounds of, you get what I'm saying? So it's taking me through this journey. So while I'm making my music, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna make whatever just comes to my brain, and it tends to work out.
I know I'm coming right up. We're coming right up on the end for a break. But what I'm gonna do is, Kev don't mind. You know, Kev's the captain of the ship.
Voice of God,
right? That's Captain Kirk. I'm like, I'm Chekhov down at the bottom of the screen. Like, you see this much in my head. But what I would like to know is, which I think I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Most producers, most composers, arrangers, instrumentalists, whoever you are, you make music towards a certain genre to move the individuals that listen to that genre. If you're making bossa nova, in your mind, you're making music to that so that the people get up and move. Being that you are cultured in dance, not just, 5 weeks worth of dance classes in the summer to keep you out the street as a child, right? But this is something you've done. How often do you find yourself not just trying to create music to make people move, but moving first and creating music that goes around your movement?
Every song. It's like, I gotta feel that. Like, I can't spring something on you that I don't feel. That's crazy. That's like me telling you false information. Like, false advertising something. If I'm not, it's not that. I'm probably not even gonna play it for you.
She like Dylon.
You can say yes, exactly.
You gotta believe in what
I have to feel. I have to feel it. Yeah. And I don't like songs, even if it's a slow song. Yeah. I don't like songs that's not like, even if the groove is slow, like if it don't got that, it's not a.
You can't feel it in your soul.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm just listening to you talk to me. Like, all right, I can listen to anybody talk. Like, I want to feel something. Like,
not rodeo though.
So you basically don't just write music. You're one of the few people who doesn't just produce music, have a say in their music. You choreograph your music.
Exactly.
Would that be a fair assessment?
Yes. On point. 10 out of 10.
We call it coordinate. You coordinate your music.
Exactly.
Well said. But we definitely are over the hump. And then somebody's going to pay for this on the advertising. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. You got a lot of things happening with some people that rock with us. And definitely want to also tap with some of your contemporaries and some of your thoughts on that. The lovely, super talented Vina Love is 9 Feet Lounge. We're back on the Ride 9 Feet Lounge. We're joined by the best team in radio. The lovely, super talented Vina Love is joining us, our guest. And obviously, we were breaking down stuff. Mike was giving you, he was answering all his questions like a job interview. He's like, yes.
Flowers, got my flowers.
But I really want to tap in because I look at you as a unicorn of an artist where you can flip it. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I really am a fan of what you do. Again, and I'm a little older, but I'm a fan of good music. And you present that. When you look at some of the, and I don't want you to talk about people, but when you look at some of your contemporaries, I won't mention the names. We can all almost assume who I'm trying to address. When you see other artists, when they're kind of boxed, or especially female artists, when they seem to have to do certain things in order to get attention, how does that make you feel? And has anybody ever, consulted with you to say, hey, Vina, how are you doing it? How are you, becoming this phenomenon with just being who you are and staying true to your musical genre?
I would hope that everybody's doing, like, one of my biggest, like, motives is be yourself. You don't want to be known for something that's not you. Right. So I would hope that you're presenting yourself as who you would like to be, you know, perceived as. If not, if you are in a box, I do tell women all the time. I tell people all the time, but I tell women all the time. You have to work extremely hard, not just for the craft, for your respect. That don't turn off when you stop making a tune, or like, you know, it's the respect you have for yourself that has to exude out of you, and that's how people will know how to deal with you. If it ain't that, then they're gonna do anything with you, and that's how you'll be perceived. If you're okay with that, then sure, do your thing. But I feel like female artists recently, like just now, started coming to me and asking me these questions. I feel like female artists recently just now started coming to me and asking me these questions because now we're in a time where there's nobody to protect you. You have to do it yourself. So
swimming amongst the sharks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to be outside, you got to be outside and know how to move around. And I feel like I've been doing this for so long. So I feel like the ladies are finally gravitating towards me.
Yeah.
I think the assumption was that I was standoffish and I was stuck up. I don't know where that came from, but I'm glad that it's starting to let up, because I would love to give this advice to other women, because I've been here for a while.
Your energy is so contagious, and you know, from a standpoint, and again, I go back to the gym rat thing, because I'm kind of the same way when it comes to what I do. I'm kind of a perfectionist, and perfectionists never reach perfection.
Exactly.
They're always trying to strive harder. So when you're talking about, hey, listen, I'd rather be in the studio, that says a lot, because that says you about this craft. Obviously the things that come with it are great, you know, but it's something to be a student of the game, no matter what you're doing. You know, if you're an architect and just like I'm always drawing stuff, but I salute you for that, because in this day and age where a lot of things are aesthetic and imagery and social media, you're kind of a throwback, you know. So salute to you on that.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Do you think that the way you feel now and the discipline that you have has come from your background in dance, or what would you contribute?
Wow, I never looked at it like that. Yeah, I can see that, because I understand what rehearsal time means. I understand what like preparing for a show.
Did your dance instructor have a stick? Like,
yes, we got beat. I'm sorry, Miss Angela. But yes, she sure did. She walked around that classroom with a whole, and she was an AKA as well. Well, she is an AKA as well. So she had her stick, and she had all her stuff on it. She knew what she was doing, and you could not mess her. Miss Wong.
That's the good dance teacher. Got
yes,
the stick.
Miss Perry. Shout out to all my dance teachers, all my dance instructors. But yes, they had us tight. And when I got to high school, I began choreographing myself, and my school ended up being phased out. So all the choreographers that were there when I got there, they had graduated. I was the last one, and I was like the youngest kid in the school. And I realized, like, if you see something big, all you gotta do is like take a second, like plan it out, and just execute it. Like, check it off, check. And once you get in that habit of doing that with everything, you just start accomplishing stuff without even thinking about it. Like, all right, let me make my little checklist, do what you gotta do, and you move on. And from those moments, I wasn't even supposed to like be. There was like this play that they were doing. I wasn't even supposed to be in. It was only for like sophomores. I mean, for juniors and and seniors. Right. And my mom was like, "You're a freshman, but I feel like you should go audition." And at that time, you could either be two things at one time. You couldn't be all three. You had to be a dancer and a singer, or actor and a dancer. I ended up getting the part, and that changed the rules of the school. Yeah. And it was like, okay, there's a little thing that I was thinking of. I just went for it. Yeah. And that created the discipline. So I guess it does come from dance, but then also just going for it.
Like a freshman making a varsity team.
You know what I'm saying?
I want that spot.
And even then, I wasn't realizing like how big of a deal it was. But now, again, being older, reflecting, sit back and think about it.
It taught you discipline, and that's how you go about your lifestyle now.
Honestly, with dance, 'cause I have a little bit of a dance background too, but it allows
now you was doing the rerun.
Huh?
No, I'm joking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My whole life, like,
yeah, I know, Steph. We know.
A little bit. But I think with having that creativity, right, and being able to choreograph, you find, I know for myself, I used to find solutions to things a lot easier, right? So I'm assuming that it's probably helped you along the way.
Yes, definitely in problem solving.
Yeah.
For sure.
You see things that other people don't see.
Like, I'll be sitting here, we'll be anywhere, and I've I hang out with majority men. I'm not around a lot of females like that on a day to day. And with that being said, they eyes is on me all day. Like, what's she thinking? What's she on? Like, what's she trying to see? You know,
pick your brain.
And a lot of times I'm just sitting there and I'm just this. It could be a whole party going on. I'm just like, and then I start doing this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go. I can't. And then now I'm sitting there like, this girl is over there making a whole song in her head. And it's like, when you a dancer, it's the same thing. Like, you'll just be sitting there and be like,
Yeah, this is catchy.
I got an idea. So it definitely, you know, it definitely it comes from the dancing. I never really looked at it like that. So
No doubt.
I got two.
Okay.
First, I don't know how much of this is a question or this is just an assessment, right? And I'm batting 1,000 with my assessment. So let's see.
You
if
are.
let's see.
10 for 10. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see if I can keep batting 1,000.
Derek Jeter.
Right, being a just a general fan. When you look at children in the context of the statement, not that I'm calling you a child by any shape or form, but children who have parents who have established themselves as in the top 1 or 2% of whatever, you know, level of film, music, whatever the case may be. Usually people look at them as so-and-so's child. As time progresses and those individuals grow and excel, it goes from Charlie Sheen or Emilio Estevez is, you know, the son of to, or so-and-so is his father to, that's her dad, right? Like, dad, mom, dad, y'all done took the back seat.
Yeah.
My humblest of opinion is you came in the game there, right? For people who've known, you know, underground stuff before Vina Love became like, oh yeah, Vina Love's here. For those of us who knew Vina Love when Vina Love was making moves,
come on, man,
right? To sit and like there are a lot of people like that, like who make moves on the low. If you're familiar with Lydia Caesar, then you would already know, like that was somebody that beat the underground crazy, was the queen in some, and I see that with you. So do you think that some of the envy towards you, because I read message boards too, right? So I read stuff too, right? So you're not the only one. Know that I'm somewhere reading too. Do you feel that some of that jealousy is because your father's spotlight and your spotlight have nothing to do with each other, right? Your father's shadow is nowhere in your circumference, and many of them have never gotten out of shadows, and here you are, came in the, as Dave Hollister said on Chicago 85, you came in the door pimping, right? That's my first question, but I like your response to that.
Yes, and it was something that really used to get to me, like, yeah, why y'all, like, I'm cool, like, come kick it with me, like, come learn something from me, come, like, chop it up for me, let me learn something from you. But I had to realize, like, the way I see myself is not how everybody see me until they get to meet me.
Right.
What it looked like is that's all you know how to treat me as. Like, you just think, like, kid's her father, so that's just, like, you know? And I feel, being that I used to get really, really sad about it, now I'm so sure of myself and I'm so, like, you know, satisfied with me that I don't really think about it as often. But before, it used to put a damper on a lot for me. I used to think about it too much. Now I don't care who, like, what.
Right.
Who
So you used to get mad when they just looked at you as Kid Capri's daughter, and they didn't look at you. They just looked at your father through you.
I think Bronny James should give you a call. Because
I was thinking about that when I was formulating the question. I was like, okay, when Vina Love
she
goes
said,
on the
"Come kick it
circuit,
with
when she goes on the lecture circuit,
right,
when she goes on the TED Talk and Master Class circuit,
because you can't help who your parents are. You're here, right? You really shouldn't have to apologize for it.
You
either.
know, like, how you mad at? I can't help that.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
my
know,
daddy
I can't
Elmer,
help it.
You know,
like,
and he's great at what he does, and I'm gonna be great. So
Yeah.
I think again, sometimes we try And I think it's a cultural thing, not to take this to a whole nother
Absolutely.
level. But I think it's a cultural thing because sometimes, we talked about this earlier, sometimes in our culture, we feel like we have to dumb down. And it shouldn't be that way. So where are we getting this program? Where are we conditioned to believe that I have to be inferior to make you happy?
Exactly.
And that shouldn't be. So again, I mean,
exactly what you just said is exactly what I just learned to shake.
wow.
I just figured that out. Like, oh, you just mad because I'm here.
Right.
I ain't even do nothing. You're just mad because I walked in the room and I'm supposed to bring it down so you could have a good day.
Right.
What about my day?
Yeah.
And I kind of just got tired of falling into that. So now when people be like, you're a 2, and I'm like, well, it took me a long time to get here.
Right.
You respect it or just get it.
Right.
Because
Right.
and it's like people forget that you're a human. So when you finally get to a place as a human where it's like, yo, I love myself. Wow. Like you can't come in between this and I'm going to show it.
Yeah.
And you mad?
Right.
Oh my God, I love it here. Like I love it.
That
like,
means
dim my light.
you're doing something right. That
yeah,
means
you
you're
know,
doing something
and that's
right.
another thing. Like if they ain't hating,
That you ain't hating, you ain't doing
you know what I'm
that.
saying? And you're right. Because that was the little competition within the crib. Like, all right, you Vina Love father, but you about to be you like, come on. It, like it's we're gonna change this narrative. Like
Yeah.
Kid Capri and Vina Love, the names together are going to ring victory. It will show loyalty because our family stuff is our family stuff. People will never know
And
our
that's the
family
way it's
stuff.
supposed to be.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be where you have a parent or parents that have kids and give their kids gifts, and their kids take it to another level, and they take it to another level. I had a talk, and Oren, you was there. We had a talk with DJ Enough, and what his son is doing, and to the point now he's taking his dad in the rooms. They don't even know who he is, and he's like, so that's what it's supposed to be. And I think we have to start to put that down and lay roots to that, because that should be the norm and not the other way. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back and we're going to now promise to get into what you got going on.
Okay.
We had a lot of things, but we're having a great conversation.
Yes.
Her name is Vina Love. It's 9 Feet Lounge, the best team in radio. You already know that. We're back on the Ride 9 Feet Lounge, still joined by the best team in radio, our lovely superstar, Miss Vina Love, and just having all conversations about energy and life and just being in your own skin. I kind of want to touch base. You're doing some great things with a good brother of the show, a good friend of mine, Excel, and Sue Fearless. And you guys are getting ready to invade Dubai.
Yes, I'm super excited. So I actually met Excel, I want to say a couple years, probably 2018, around that time. I did my first headlining show at SOB's. He had Live Wire. It was going crazy. And that was the first time we met. And he's been doing so many different things. And we were on the phone one day, and he had said something like, there's nothing about you that I don't like. I just feel like you're running on a golden hamster wheel. And I was like, you right?
It's a powerful dude, too. Yeah,
I was like, you right?
Yeah.
He's like, you're just like, you're doing the same thing around all the same people in the same places. Let's take it somewhere else. Let's take it up a notch. And I was like, all right, like, talk to me. What's up? He's like, let's just bring some entrepreneurs, some artists, some just people in the industry to another place.
Yeah.
Let's make some money. Let's bring the videographers, bring the photographers. We tell this hotel, we bring all these people. You perform the whole time we there. Now we can bring everybody on board. They could do interviews. They could open up for you. We could do events. We could create the content. So I was like, yeah.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, what could sound better than that? Like, you know?
Right.
And then we had this conversation about your NIL, your name, image, and likeness.
Right.
And I think that was what grabbed me, because it was like, yeah, like if that was something I knew in the beginning of my career, like that was the focal point of what everybody was going to see,
Right.
I would have been working on that. So I feel like if I'm in a position now to spread that information, why not? And take you across the country.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see who betted on themselves, because you're paying for yourself to go somewhere,
Right.
but it's an investment. You're going to Dubai to enjoy yourself, but it also is a work trip. So it's like we get there on the 11th. My first 3 days, I don't get to see anybody because I'm working the whole time.
Right.
If you working too, you're going to be on them same car trips, them same interviews and things like that. So I'm just excited to see who betted on themselves.
Half the battle in anything you do is investing in you, right? I mean, we've been doing this thing for a while, and people have come and said, well, I want to do that. And I said, okay, great. But, you got to go into your own war chest for a moment and come up with a game plan. And nobody wants to do that. But it's easy when it's somebody says, yeah, somebody's gonna put me on. But when you look in the mirror or look in your bank account and say, or you look at your team and say, hey, we got to do the A, B, C, and D, you see who the real ones are. And if they ain't real, then you got to go, because there's no free lunch. If you made a sandwich, you got to go buy the bologna and the bread, right? So again, the people that y'all putting together are saying, you know what, I know what I can bring to the table, and you bet on yourself. That doesn't always mean it happens, but the shots you don't shoot are the shots you don't hit.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I would like to know, which countries would you like to go out to perform at?
Anywhere that's going to invite me and my supporters with open arms. I don't even want to put a cap on it. I don't know what's what. So anywhere that would like invite me on some like, Vina, we want you here, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and they're going to enjoy themselves. They give me the space to do what I got to do to help them enjoy themselves. I'm down.
Just make sure you have your own room. Y'all got to share a room.
We could kick it. I love it. I love my family. We could, like if we got to vibe out, we got to vibe out.
Get your own
room. I need time to rest. Get your own.
You feel me?
Especially with bathroom privileges. Get your own.
Well, yeah, things like that. Absolutely. But I'm definitely grateful for the opportunities and just making stuff happen. So anywhere that's willing to invite me and my team, I'm definitely down.
And when are those dates again? For that.
Say that again?
The dates for that.
We leave October 11th and we come back October 18th or the 19th. One of those.
Is it still available for?
Yes, absolutely. So you can go onto Fearless Industry online. You can look at all the packages. I'll even if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it in my story. You'll see it in my highlights. So you'll always be able to get the information. It's always around. Sue Fearless, she's always around to help. It's as well as XL, as well as XL.
It's a funny story about Sue, and she will actually vouch this. I'm the one who helped Sue get in the radio. I'm like a little Richard of radio. I helped her start that, right?
Yeah, he's like Ray Charles. Yeah, I didn't see it coming, but I knew.
Touched her wrist, and I knew she was just. But no, I'm so proud of her and her growth.
Yeah, Sue's amazing, and I love being around. Recently, women started gravitating towards me. It's been a while where I wasn't around a lot of females, so it's amazing to be around another woman who understands what I'm on, understand what she's on, and we're able to have conversations. And even with her being older than me, it's almost like talking to a big sister in a sense. Even though we're in two different lanes, she's been through things.
She's got the navigational system.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's really on her money vibes. If you know Sue, she'll talk to you about money all day. You get what I'm saying?
That means
my girl,
that means y'all go out, y'all gonna both looking at each other with the bill coming. You know
what I'm saying? But Sue, she's so fire, she'll take the bill before I see it. She's one of those type of people. So it's
you ain't teach her that.
I love that energy.
You definitely ain't teach her that.
Matter of fact, I get to stare down.
So I love that energy. So I'm really excited. I feel like God has a way of doing things, and timing is everything. So for us to have known each other all these years, and now is the time where we're actually working together, I think it's a beautiful.
Super's ready.
I want to ask you, entertainer. I want you to pick 5 people that you would like to collab with. I mean, they could be A-list, B-list.
Can it be dead or alive?
I want your 5 people that
did you hear
before
what
it's all said and done. Huh?
You said dead or alive.
Anybody.
Oh, I love that.
Even in jail.
Oh, I love that.
Since we're going to go there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. 1,
say no names.
Jill Scott. 2, Big L. 3, Max B. 4.
A lot of Harlem flavor there.
4, I'm going to go Solange. Because I really love her creative mind. And 5, I'm going to say Willow Smith.
Now, I want Willow Smith. Yeah, nobody would never think you would even say her name. Why Willow Smith?
I feel like Willow is very flexible in a creative setting. So I feel like I could take her and she could take me into so many different realms. From what she already does and from what I already do, I feel like she would expand some things that I don't really know. And she's really heavy on the instruments. So when you're a singer and you know how to play instruments, it just makes your singing 100 times greater. So I feel like Willow, me and her being in the same age bracket and enjoying the same kind of things, although we make 2 different kinds of music, I feel like we would make magic. We would make magic.
Let's look at the can. Willow.
I whip my hair back and forth. Okay.
That's right.
You mentioned one of my all-time favorite rappers, Big L.
Yes.
I mean, rest in peace.
And I'm not even going to just blame it on Harlem because, yes, it is a Harlem thing.
It's a Harlem thing.
But on top of that, like, when you listen to somebody and every line is just like, bow,
Yeah,
bow,
yeah.
bow. It's like, oh, yeah, nah, I need a piece of that. Like, where are you? What are we doing?
Because Cameron, like, I'm from Harlem, too. You ain't say my
I
name.
love you, Cam. You still here. We can still make that happen. Big L not here, and I had to name 5.
Right.
No doubt, no doubt. And Big L was somebody, like I said, you talked about, again, student in the game. Big L's been going for a while and to still have that his passion. We got a few minutes left. I can't thank you enough for this time.
Thank you for having me.
Team, fam. And this has really been phenomenal. Oh, again, I want to say it's on camera. You know, I don't know how this kid does it, but you go follow. Oren is that guy.
And he's getting accommodation.
Yes.
Listen.
She smiled like,
No, hold on real quick. Oren used to be our engineer and is fastly becoming one of our business partners. And I just want to tell you on camera, I know I tell you off, but I appreciate you, brother. We talk, and I appreciate that. Thank you for that. But really quick.
I hired Oren. Oren, didn't I hire you?
everybody want a piece now.
Yeah, I remember when I hired him, and then I think I gave you a ride home to Queens or got you halfway to Queens, and I live in Queens.
Yeah.
Like, I hired you. Where's my? We gotta talk.
We'll talk.
I want my residual.
He started soon.
He's not Mike, but we'll get you on the couch advantage. He's earning his way to the couch. I got it. But before we get out of here, and I got this one for Mike moderator. I can't take this, but what would the Vina Love today say to that 8-year-old that was dancing, trying to just having fun? What would that young child say to this young woman that you become today? And what type of conversation would that be?
What would my youngest self say to my oldest self?
No, but your older self would
What
say.
my oldest self say? Oh, I was about to say that's different. Yeah. That's crazy. My oldest self would say to my youngest self, "Be still, girl. Be still. Just do what you know how to do, and then relax.
Yeah.
Like stop overly thinking. Enjoy the moment. I just dropped a song yesterday, and I had a whole temper tantrum because I was bored.
Yeah.
Girl, go to sleep. And I have a hard time.
Have a V8.
You know, like, it's just like, and it's like you're in this realm of going.
Yeah.
So I would definitely tell myself, take a second to enjoy, give yourself credit for the things that you're doing.
Slow down.
Bit. Yeah.
Well,
be a little nicer to yourself.
All I'm going to say to you, Vina, is that get yourself a good pair of sunglasses to go with those shoes, because the future
Thank you.
I was gonna say tap your feet 3 times to see if
future
you
is very,
here
very
we go.
bright.
Don't do that, girl. She
Like-
poof him out of here. I'll be like,
I would be going, because that future is continuously bright. I
Thank
thank you
you.
for a few moments. Please, let's make this happen after you get back from Dubai. I got to reach out to Excel. We've been chatting online, but
I would love if y'all could make it. See if y'all could definitely pull up.
well, yeah, Sue's already put the pinch on me to come to Dubai. We'll see.
Yeah, she need his payment.
And that's my birthday month, y'all. Yeah, we definitely need that payment. Yes. Yes.
So you got my cash, yeah. Bill me, baby, bill me. Vina Love. Where can people reach out and find more information?
It's your girl, Vina Love, the Harlem Princess. If you don't know, now you do. Follow me on the gram, VinaLove. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I be at. I do got TikTok, but I be on the gram. If you want to hear my tunes, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, all that good stuff. And go watch my music videos. I edit them myself. We direct them together. My mama dresses me. It's a big thing. So go tap in and come let me know how you feel about it. Go on YouTube and watch your girl, World Star 2. We outside.
I ain't got no more to say. 9 Feet Lounge.